Hello everybody, my name is Lucas, aka the Frozen Controller, and today, I know what you're thinking. This is not Assassin's Creed. This is NHL 14, which is one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, this is definitely a legal shootout move. I'm not good at the shootout, but this was just a good thing to open up with. So basically, I'm going to be taking this week to kind of go over a couple of new series I'm going to be starting. And this one is going to be the BAGM start just as soon as I get through this shootout, which shouldn't be too hard. As you can see, impeccable taste in jerseys. I consider myself to be pretty good at this game. As you can see, I've not let in a goal in the shootout yet, and there we go. So anyway, the first thing I'm going to do here is show you one of my old BAGM mode files that I'm not done with, but I've gone through about 20 seasons. Let's take a walk down memory lane here for a second. Let's look at the statistics of the teams I've played on and the teams I've GM'd. So, year 1, San Jose. 53, 24, and 5. They've finished the season with 111 points, and we won the Stanley Cup. Next year, 43, 28, and 11. Finished the season with 97 points, and 236 goals for, 218 goals against. Made it to the third round. 2015, 41, 33, and 8, 90 points, barely made it to the playoffs, and were taken out in the first round. 2016, 46, 32, and 4, 96 points, and made it to the second round. 2017, okay, this is my 5th year of being a GM. It was the first year I didn't make the cup. 36, 40, and 6, 78 points. Yeah, you're not going to make the cup with a year like that. Year after that, won the cup. Taken out in the first round, and after an amazing season, 52, 25, and 5. And last year with San Jose, we made it to the Stanley Cup Finals, where we lost. And that's when my contract expired. My first contract expired after 2015. Then I signed 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then I signed on to Tampa Bay. First year with them, won the cup. Second year, made it to this second round with only 41 wins. Only 42 wins, third. And then again with 46 wins. Note how I've never once crested 50 wins. 2 cups with Tampa Bay. 56 wins, best season we had, third round. Went up, won the cup again, my third cup with Tampa Bay, after I won 2 with San Jose. And then in 2030, in almost 2 decades of being a GM, I didn't make the playoffs twice. So anyways, that's kind of showing what I can do with I can take an already good team, and I can win cups with it. However, one thing I did with those playthroughs is I had it on rookie with custom game settings that gave me a little bit of an advantage. I'm gonna tick up the period length to 5 minutes. BAGM length 25. You never know how long. Season starting date, regular season, yes. CPU trades, starting rosters, current. NHL salary, yeah. All on. GM firing. I'll turn this off if people want me to turn GM firing on for whatever reason. But yeah, Superstar, Hardcore Simulation. Yeah, this all looks good. I'm actually going to switch this over to Authentic, which for some reason sets this off, Hardcore Simulation. I don't know why, since Authentic is Probably the most realistic one there. Assistant coach edits lines. I'm going to turn this off after the first season, because I'm going to just kind of go through the first season simulation style. Now, I've already chosen what team I'm going to play, and that is the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let me just... The max is short for maximum. If I didn't sneeze. Yeah. Toronto is a team that I feel they have a lot of potential that isn't fully realized. Yes. Just do that. Also, worth noting, there's a few players that are in the NHL today that, probably since they kind of were put into the system after this game came out, what my plan is after the first season, I'm going to trade away a few players. This is just because sometimes a team needs a fresh start. Now, we simulate all the way where is it? To the trade deadline. 7-3-0 in the first 10 games. So while this goes on, this might actually be a good time to talk about some real world hockey. Namely, right now, the Stanley Cup Finals is going on, and Washington is up 3-1 on Vegas. I guess I got rookie GM status. So anyway, Washington is up 3-1 on Vegas. And they won the game today by 4 points. I know, dating the video. The game was yesterday. Good year for rookies, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. This is the draft pool that had players like Nathan McKinnon. But yeah, looking at the game means that I've watched the highlights of the games, and in Game 3, Vegas actually only scored because Holtby had a bad bounce when he came out to play the puck. And, I mean, he got the puck and he played it, but then the puck bounced off of something and went right to someone on the other team, and he wasn't able to get back at the net fast enough. If you look at the game today, Vegas actually outshot Washington 30-23. And I don't think we have to fault, or I definitely don't think that Marc-Andre Fleury is to blame here. He is an amazing goaltender. I think that the reason they're kind of struggling in the finals so far is they don't really have a clear leader on the team. By that I mean they don't actually have a captain. They have 3 assistant captains from the look of it. I could be wrong, but I was looking at the jerseys, and unless it's one of the lesser known players on the team, I'm pretty sure it's just 3 assistant captains. I agree with the opinion of people like Don Cherry. James Neal should be the captain. He's someone who has experience. Pretty sure he's won Stanley A Cups before. Not 100% sure, because if he did, it happened during the period of time I didn't really follow hockey as closely as I do at the moment, or as I did when I was much younger. There's just something that's not quite clicking with their play, and I think that they just need to figure out what that is, most likely captaincy. And I think that if they had like a solid leader on their team, like James Neal, maybe they would be able to pull together and win the cup. But anyway you cut it, making it to the cup finals in your first year is pretty damn impressive. And I mean, stranger things have happened than winning 3 straight games. Like, if, for instance, Washington just won 3 straight games in the series, but it's always harder when you're playing from behind. Because if you're playing from behind, you've got like I guess if you wanted to get technical, the mantle of inferiority weighing down on you, because like I wouldn't blame them looking at it. Like Holtby's just been giving them nothing to shoot at. I feel like if they just gave one of their depth players the captaincy, and then maybe, actually then definitely they would have been able to pull together. But without a clear leader, in a high stress situation, things start to break down and the coach just isn't enough. And let's go through the trade deadline. Let's see what we've got for trade offers. 1 trade offers from Colorado. They want Nazem Kadri for Paul Stastny. Let's just straight up accept that. The way I look at it, I was going to trade him off anyway. Might as well trade him off for Paul Stastny. 28 years old. Great first line center. Why is he not signed? I know he's unsigned, but he's a player that simulates really well. Let's throw in a 6th round. Or let's throw in an Anaheim 7th round pick. And nope. Alright, first day of the trade. First hour of the trade. What are you doing? Well, we lost a defenseman because apparently the assistant coach thought it would be a good idea to send a bunch of our players down on waivers. And 2 draft picks. Boop. Yeah. I just got 2 draft picks. And yeah. Okay. Well. You know what? Why not? Trade for Martin Brodeur. Let's go down to Major Junior. Damn. And it looks like that in our first season running the Toronto Maple Leafs, we're going to make the playoffs with flying colors. So it doesn't look like we're going to get any actual gameplay in this video. But that's alright, You know why that's alright? Because this was the setup for something greater. This is the setup for Ernie Max, making Toronto a team that can win a Stanley Cup with more than 5 other teams competing against it. I'm not doing that to take a shot at any Toronto Maple Leafs fans. I'm just saying that, I fully support your right to support your team. But before you shit talk other teams, keep in mind that your team hasn't won a Stanley Cup in 50 years. Just the truth. Last game of the year. And our final record is 53-24-5. And let's see. First round. In no small part due to your GM skills. Pick the right guy. 53 wins. Great job. Alright. So let's look. Stats Central. Team standings. This is where we're going to end the video. Top of the league. First season. Top of the league. Clinched the conference. Clinched the division. And we were apparently in the more competitive division because Tampa Bay, Montreal, Ottawa, and then Rangers, they clinched their division and they are fifth in the conference. And in the West, oh damn. Oh, wow. 5 Canadian teams made the playoffs. Vancouver and Calgary did not. They were the only ones. And it wasn't a huge output. Anyways, I'm going to leave this inaugural episode here. In the next episode, we will be simulating through the playoffs and performing the NHL entry draft. So anyways, thank you everyone so much for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more like it, please feel free to leave a like down below and a comment if you have any helpful tips and or tricks. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.